So how about new business? How can you generate new business during COVID-19 and using intent data? I'm going to show you how in this video. I think it's quite a taboo talking about new business when it comes to this particular time. I hear a lot of companies that are just focusing on their clients, which is, absolutely crucial right now. You need to stay close to your customers and help them use your technologies to get through this pandemic time. Absolutely, that's your number one goal. But I've heard also that cold prospecting or generating net new business is too risky to do now. Whereas I'm going to show you why it is actually very smart to do it now if you have intent data. Okay. So if we take the example of the banks that I've used in the ABM use case, now I want to know which of the banks that they're not in my ABM list are actually active and are looking at solutions around threat management and intelligence right now, so that I'm safe again to do net new business and actually can generate, positive cash flow in your business. If you obviously, generate, new MQLs, new opportunities and new business from the accounts that, maybe you're not going after because they're not your key target accounts, but they're actively looking at your solutions. So to show you this, I've done, again, a search on Priority Engine. I'll share again the link here if you don't know, with, this platform. But what I wanted to know was outside my 10 top banks in the UK, is there any other bank across all of EMEA that is researching threat management intelligence solutions right now? So this is the question that I asked the tool. And I've set up the filters here to show me the banking industry, those that are doing research on threat management, and excluding my banks that I've selected before. So here I'm going to show you the results, and there are quite a few. There's 194 accounts in here. These are 194 banks outside of my 10 top accounts and my 10 top banks that I have in my ABM list that right now are looking at threat management across EMEA. All right. So this is gold, I think, for any business out there who wants to safely do cold prospecting and targeting the right people and the right account, because these are, let's say, the safe accounts that are looking at you at the solutions like, in this case, threat management. And, you don't risk to, first of all, waste your time going after, all the banks that across EMEA that, may not be active. So you go after only the net new banks that that are looking at your solution. And second of all, you don't, again, come across unethical if you reach out to these banks, because they have a need for your solution. So once again, you will come across not only ethical, but also smart if you approach these banks that are looking at your solution right now. So this is an example, I just picked it randomly. It's in Abu Dhabi. And did you know if this bank was actually active? Maybe, because it's not in your target region, maybe it wasn't falling into your ABM. But there's 2 active people here in Abu Dhabi, and the account is actually very active. You see, the intent signals show that they've been looking, those 2 people, they've been looking at all these vendors and all these keywords, and you can even check what technologies they have installed. So I think there's no better way to do new business when you have intent data that tells you the accounts that you don't know about that are actively looking at your solutions, that have a need for your solution, and that are safe to target during this pandemic.